Hi everyone, welcome back. In our prior video, we discussed how to add a new data, sending a single record to the database, as well as sending multiple records by looping through the data table in your Excel. In this video, I'll show you how to use SQL statement as well as to create view in an MS Access database, and how to use them to, along with your VBA, to update the existing records in your database. So I have the database open here. First of all, I'm gonna go ahead and create a query. Okay, a query is basically creating like a view, like putting a slicing the data from the Hughes data set, for example. So to do that, go to create and click on create query design. Select the table and click on add and just close this table. So from here, just bring in all the fields that you need. To do that, you can select each of them by pressing down Control key like this, or if you want to select all of them, press Shift key and then select the start and the end field name. Just drag them in here anywhere, and put a filter to, let's say I want to put a filter to user1 in this scenario. And if I run this, go to query tools and run, you'll see that this particular view is filtered to user1. So I'll just save this and call this query. I'll just call this query1. Okay, and I'll just take this query name for now. Now if I go back to our prior code, I'll just copy all of them and create a new module, and let's call this update records in DB. And I think the cursor type, it's pretty much the same. I think it's optimistic. We're not using command, so I'll just remove that. I'll just remove all the codes that we are doing for adding in new data. Okay, and the rest remains the same. We don't need LR or anything right now. So this is declaring the connection and the record set, opening the connection, opening the table, and then the action that we need to perform will be writing down. The rest I've just cleared it off. So I'm going back to database to get this query one, is the view that we want to open right now. And then let's see, while not rs.end of file, and then rs.move next, and then when. So basically I'm saying loop through all these records that it returned from this query. So let's debug dot, let's print this rst user, I think it's employee name. We'll just confirm that the field name is, yeah, it's employee name. Let's see how the name of all the employees that it returned from this particular view. So let me just bring in this immediate window from here, Control G. I'm gonna debug it. So it's user1, that's it. So the query that we set up is working well, and this is how you can loop through each of them. So for example, if I've opened this and I'm looping through and I want to check a condition, if employee name is equal to user1, then I think it's user underscore one, so let's make this real. Then I'll just put n if close, and then I'll say that update the salary from this to, let's say, 40k. rs field name salary, make it equal to 40k. Okay, so let's see if this works. So look through all the records from this query, and then update this particular field, salary field, to 40,000. Okay, so let's run it. I'll just run it. Okay, done. So let's open the table. So you see there is 40k. It's done for this user one. So let's say that this is not user one, this could be something else. For you it could be name of the city, it could be anything else. So I'll just make to both of them, and then I'll close this. I'll run the same query once again. This time I'll make it to 50k for all the user one. Done. So user one, it's 50k each. This is the query that we've designed for filtering it out to user one. This is the one. Okay, so this is how you can loop through each of the record set and update it. The other one is another way to do it is it's the same thing, but I'll make a new module again. I'll paste it here so that when I put it block the code later on, you'll identify the difference. So for example, I'll open the query, right click, and then open in design view, and then go to view and click on SQL view. So this is saying select all these fields from this table and my condition where this table dot this field name called employee name is equal to user one. So instead of this I can also say if it is all the fields, I can just put a star. So star basically symbolize all. Okay, select all the fields from this table where employee name is equal to user one. So I'll copy this SQL statement, and then let's go back to our code. So this is part 2 of the code, and we'll just define the MySQL statement as string. Sorry. So I'll put them in quotation. So this is fixed user one for now. You can make it more dynamic. I'll show you how to. So instead of query one, we want to open this SQL string that we've created. So instead of user one, let's make it to user 10, and let's make it to 70k for all the. So we don't even need this condition here because we have already put a filter to user 10 here. So all the user 10s are only gonna reflect when you open this record set right now. So let me go back to my database and see user 10. User 10 has 40k right now. So after we execute this code, it's gonna change to 70k. So what I'm telling my code is open this particular record set based on my statement here, based on my SQL statement here. Okay, so I'm gonna run this code. So basically this is open this particular statement using this cursor type, and then loop through each of the records that is returned from this statement and update it to 70k. Okay, now let's run it. It's done. So I'll refresh it. There it is, 70k for user 10. Okay, so let's say that this is user 10. I'll just put this in some place. For example, employee name. So let's say that you want to do certain activity like this. In fact, let me just use this table. So if the username is X, then update this value. Okay, so let's do it to 90k. I know these are random numbers, so I can do it in this manner. I'll just put it, and then I'll just put a list very quickly, and then these are all the users in my database right now. So I'll say user 4. So this is the name of the sheet is form. So I'm gonna go to my code here, and I'll say dim my username as string, and then I'll say username is equal to, I'm assigning a variable name d4, I guess. Yeah, it's d3, sorry, d3. So sheets, and then it's form dot range. Let's use this syntax. So salary value bonus value, so it's d4 and d5. Salary is d4 and bonus value is d5, and this as double, and then bonus value is also as double. This will be my data type. And now what I'm trying to do is, if the username is equal to the one I've selected there, so I'll remove the name, I'll put double quotes there like this, and then I'll say username. So open this SQL dynamically based on whatever you have selected here, okay? And based on this, put a value here, salary value equal to salary value, and then the bonus field name is bonus equal to the bonus value, which is based on d5. So d5, if I make it like this, so d3 is this username. So this SQL statement is going to be based on the username that you've selected here, and then salary value is going to be d4, and then later on, after opening this particular record set, it's going to update whatever you've selected here, salary value and bonus value. So now I'm selecting user 4, and it's gonna update 45k, and bonus is 15%. Now let me run this code, F8. So my bonus value is 6750, 45k, and the username is user4. So if I copy this and print this in my immediate window, you'll see that it has, you know, created a statement based on your selection here. And just close this out. So I'm opening the connection, opening the record set, updating the value, close the record set and connection, clear the memory. Now go back to database, refresh it. So user 4 should be 45k. Yeah, 45k, and it's 6,000, 750. So let's try for one more user. We'll say user 8, and we'll put it 61,000. And if I run this code now, user 8 should have 61,009. So user 8 here currently has 46 and 69. So going back to my code, let's run this. Done. I'll refresh this, F5, and then user 8 has 61,000 and this. So this is one way you can work with it's already 14 minutes. This is one way you can easily generate SQL query. We'll talk more about that in the future videos, but this is one way you can easily filter out your data. You don't necessarily have to start writing SQL statement. You can generate this easily from the query designer as well. And like I've said, you have to if you keep on playing with this for some time, I'm sure you'll get really familiar and really easy to use this. So I hope you found this informative. Please subscribe to my channel, and please come back for more videos. I'll be posting more videos in coming days. So thank you so much for watching, and have a good day. Bye bye.